I'm glad everybody's here. We're going back to basics in our Smarter Agent trainings. This is our listing and integrated programs portion. What should be included in my presentation? Guys, go to your app files. If you don't know how to open your app files, call Leah. She'll get you in. And it's so important that you use the app files and the trainings that are there. For almost everyone wants to know how to prepare their home for sale. So start with the actual listing presentation. It's a guide. It helps them prepare, right? Listing presentation, go to it. Pricing strategies, we have them. It's all laid out for you. And you need to know this. This needs to just roll off your tongue. You don't want to seem intimidated when somebody says, well, I think my home's worth $800,000 the minute you walk in the door. That tells you that's the big thing that they're interested in. I practice avoidance on that one. I'll just say, oh, that's nice. Show me your property. Yeah. I really look forward to having a tour and supporting that price. And then they give you a tour and you go, you know, let me tell you about other homes that I've been looking at and I've been selling, or that have been selling. Sorry, guys. Silence that. And that have been selling, because a lot of them don't know. You can even open up the MLS right there and show them what's selling in that price point. It helps them. Okay. And of course, if you know that beforehand, you can kind of head that off at the pass a little bit. But really, they want 800. Okay. But you know, the comps really support 625. You want to sell the home, right? Then be quiet. Practice the quiet part. Ask a question and be quiet. Let them talk. Okay, that's my goal too. I want to help you get the home sold. And where do you want to move? Now we're finding out their motivation. We got to know their motivation. As soon as you know the motivation, you can push that button a lot. Oh, you want to be by the grandkids? Understood. I can't wait to have grandkids myself. It's going to be so fun. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, you just keep going, wow, that'd be really nice to be in the Carolinas. I'm excited to see you there with your grandkids. That's going to be so nice. And you nod like this. Practice it. Too many people, when they're thinking, do this. I don't know why we're trained to do this. Train yourself. It's a yes. It's a yes. That's going to be the best thing for you, because we're trying to get people to yes. It used to be a big training package that I studied when I was first in high school in sales, but it's getting to yes. And the fact of the matter is, part of that yes is really everything about you needs to encourage that, right? So you need to feel good about yourself when you go in. Get some rest before you go to them, and don't make them feel like, I can't wait to get out of here because I'm exhausted, right? You're excited to be there. Whether you are or not, look in the mirror before you get out of the car and tell yourself, I'm excited to be here. Do it 3 times and I'm ready, and you'll do fine, okay? Presentation time. Reviewing the following information will make you sound like a true professional, and closing with your marketing plan is strong. That's just the strongest way to do it. And do it. So we have seller's guides. These are, I mean, we put them in here, but the fact of the matter is, these are what we have in your app files for you to take. Right now, it says Ellermitz Realty and all of my stuff here. You know, that's fine if you want to leave this on here as me as managing broker, but somewhere in here, I would put your picture and I would put your name. And because it's all about you working with them, right? That's what we want to do. But it's going to show you the value of using a professional real estate team, and you know, your property value. It's going to do so much more than some of the sites that are out there for sale by owner. But we need to know how to express our value. If we can't express our value, how are they going to just assume? Why would they just assume that you have a value that you're not showing them? By going through these things, you're showing them your value, and you're helping them to evaluate you. And especially if with this, you go through and say, hey, here are the 10 questions that you should ask every realtor. This is a great trick. I don't know if I've told you guys this one before, but if you have that and have it printed off, of course, you know all the answers to those, and you're going to go through it. Hand it to them. If they are interviewing anybody else, they're going to ask them those questions, and a lot of people are going to go, because it's your questions, not theirs. So it helps you get the deal. You're the professional, okay? So, and again, establishing value, timing, condition. They need to know that it's not just a price. It's all about location, condition, and their timing. How quickly do they want to sell it? And you need to show them how long properties are staying on the market and get them to not play guppy ball and follow the market, but get ahead of the curve. And unfortunately, right now, that can be the lower price point. Used to be, a year ago, we could put whatever price we wanted on it. That's not now. So you give them a seller's action plan. You tell them what we're going to do. We're defining needs, goals, wants. I can go through all of this, but I don't need to because it's in print form in your app files, okay? But it does help them know that these are the things we do when you receive an offer. Here's what's going to happen. And, preparing for close. A lot of people don't understand that they need to be out of the house. And here's the hard part as a real estate agent. They need to be out of the house and there's a loan involved. Somebody goes and buys a car 2 days before closing. What's that do to their credit score? It changes it completely. Just like somebody's excited. They've got the new house. All right, sweetheart, let's go buy furniture now. Oh, we can get the store credit card. We get a 15% discount. Of course, we're going to do that. And they charge it. Now they can't have the house that they just bought the furniture for that they can't return. Let's not let them get into that shape. Help them, tell them, remind them that often, okay? And I think we have that, I used to call it the 10 Commandments of what a buyer should never do. But anyway, closing schedule. These are important. There's the things that you will do and you'll help them with: termites, inspections, insurance, utilities. Here's the thing. Standard is 15 days, but people usually want 7 to 10 days. Within that 7 to 10 days, you not only have to have that inspection negotiated, you have to have it agreed upon if there are repairs that are going to be done before that bell rings, or you need to be sending them a release and cancellation. I don't want to send release and cancellations. I want to get this agreed to right away. So, I mean, when I just got into contract, Saturday, I've already lined up all the inspections and everything that are going to happen this week. And we've already started reaching out to insurance companies. It's just the way it's done. But if you don't know to do these things, they don't know why. And they don't understand the flow unless you show them. This is not something they do every day. So help them. Go over these things yourself. Answers should come out very quickly. And this is for a buyer or seller. It's the home buying perspective, okay? So you need to know. What do you mean I need to contact title company? No, we'll help you do that, but that's part of things, okay? So this is important, road to sold. And this is what we are telling them we do. We're going to price your home strategically, right? And it goes through everything that we do, including distributed just listed postcards. Don't give them that if you're not going to do it. This is easy to do. It doesn't mean you got to send out thousands. Send out a couple hundred to the neighbors. It's less than $100, or might be $119. I don't remember, but it's easy. And you just need a picture of their home, some details on it, and anymore. I put co-broke on it. We will honor your buyer's agent. Of course, because we do, but they don't know that unless they call us or they see it in print somewhere, okay? Same thing you've got to ask when you show a home. You've got to call that listing agent before you even show it. Why waste your time? If your buyer doesn't want to pay your commission, the seller's going to pay your commission. Whatever that amount is, if they're unwilling to, they're going to offer you a percent. Oh, sorry, my buyer won't let me show that house then because they can't afford to pay or they don't want to pay it, whatever it is. You need to know how to answer these things properly, all right? And so go through each of these items with them and let them know. And just because you like to do open houses, as I do, doesn't mean a seller's going to want open houses. So, you can tell them we'll schedule and host open houses if desired. Because open houses typically don't sell that house, but they're going to generate buyers for you. So in part of our package and training, we want to make sure you do every open house you can possibly do for yourself, for other agents. Doesn't matter if you're tired. You better do those things on the weekends. It doesn't have to be a weekend. You want to do those things whenever you can and get buyers. So what if you set it and nobody comes that day? Bring other work to do. Bring a book. Bring something you want to do while you're sitting there. For sure, bring your computer and do those things, but be there. And people are going to see your signs. Don't put one sign out front and say, what, I marketed it. put your sign out front, but then put them all the way through the neighborhood back to there as long as you're allowed to. And, why not make it a marketing extravaganza? I used to put out at least a dozen signs. I think now typically I put out at least 7, but I felt that was short when I just did one. So I need to put a few more in my truck. But anyway, that's the plans, okay? Be sure and review these things and share it with them. Next, you move on to the pricing presentation.